Hello there, and welcome to this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, where I play the various regions on planet Earth. That is, the provinces, counties, regions, territories, whatever the first level of subdivisions of the nations on planet Earth are called, and I'll play them on GeoGuessr. And the objective is, well, A, to explore and see places I've never been and probably will never go, and B, to try and have some fun while doing so, and C, try to score 25,000 points in GeoGuessr in each region I play. And if I fail to do so, the region will remain on my list of places to play, and it might feature again at some later date in the series. But if I do score 25,000 points, it's the end for that region. It will be taken off the list and won't feature in the series again. So today we're going to the Netherlands, and we're going to another one of these regions I failed to play 25,000 points in my Europe series quite some time ago. And we're going into Friesland in the Netherlands. Let's see if we can zoom this properly in. So, yep, here it sits on sort of the corner of the Netherlands. And Friesland has... let's see, I need to check this out. 664,234 inhabitants as of 2025. And the capital is the city of Leeuwarden. It sits somewhere in here. It has about 97,000 people. That number is a few years old, though. So, yeah, let's see what we can get up to in Friesland. And yeah, I remember when I played this the last time, I was caught out on one of these islands. And I was caught out on a beachy area with a lot of walkways in some moors and grasslands. And it was absolutely impossible to get that 25k. That was actually one of the longest rounds I'd played before this current series. So yeah, let's see what mischief we can get up to in Friesland. And like so, challenge. Copy the link, put the link in the usual spot for safekeeping. Friesland. There we go, and we start the game. Now the Netherlands is tricky because there's always a lot of information. So we got Dr. Westra, and we got Rosenberg Streite, and Heute Detmar Streite, and Dr. Westra Streite. Okay. So yeah, there's usually no shortage of information in the Netherlands. The question is, what will that information tell you? That's a roundabout. Let's see. Van Heemstra Streite. And of course, in the Netherlands, as in the USA and in the UK and in Ireland, finding your way out of these housing estates can be an absolute nightmare. That doesn't look like a main street, but you never know. Well, that actually looks like it might lead to something. Steenbergenstreite. Okay, so we're following a canal or a modified waterway. Looks like I might be on my way out here. Possibly. Seaman de Jong. Oof. How do you even... let's see. Yes. Okay, so what street was this then? Was this the Seaman de Jong? Well, I guess it was. Oh wait, does it say anything on that? Garbage. Oh, great. I was hoping I said something on that garbage skip there, but no. But yeah, we're getting somewhere. Okay, there it says. Jellemeinesliane and Siemende Jongstreite. Okay. Advisor. Wait a minute, there's more here. Reis Sundel Ruigerhausen. Oh, those are all names I have never heard of. And what does it point to in Lemmer? Okay, I saw Lemmer. Okay, here's Lemmer. Okay, can we find Ruigerhausen, Sundel and Reis? Let's see. So Lemmer is sort of nominally to the northeast. That doesn't really work well. So this is Reis. Reis is here to the northwest. Not so sure about that, but we got Baghusen. Then there was Ruigerhuisen. Okay. Now where's that? So I have a feeling we might be in bulk. Could of course also be in Odemeerdum. Let's start with bulk first. Jelle, Siemende Jongstreite, yeah, right. And now I need to find, Heute Detmar and Dr. Wester and Rosenberg. So I think we were here. Let's see. So we got this little lane to the southwest. Southwest. Northwest. Okay, so no. So that is supposed to be Rosenberg Street there. Yeah, that works. And then that to the southwest is also the hot. Not yeah. Okay, I got you now. I got you now. So here. Good. Good start. Next one. Yep, all very typical Holland or Netherlands. Bedrijven Hotel. Bedrijven Hotel, is that like a tire hotel? Car tire hotel? Okay, we can go to Gorredijk and the A7 Oldebergkoop. Let's see if we can find the A7 first. That runs here to Heerenveen and throughout, so that doesn't really help much. At least it gives us something to strike at. It seems like it is to the north. And then we can also go to Jubega. Okay. Jubega and Oldebergkoop. This is Jubega. Oldebergkoop. Okay. Where's Gorredijk? What's the name? This is a Jubega is 1 kilometer to the northeast. And there's Gorredijk. So we must be here. Right? Veelkoop. Jubega. Yep. Okay. So we're looking across towards this thing, and I got numbers on the houses. That could be useful. Let's see. This is the number 52. Look, it's right up to. Ooh. So it should be about here. Should be an R. Yeah, thereabouts. Cool beans. Round number 3. Ooh, wow, airport must be. Or I have a nasty feeling about this one. Oh, are we right on the... Let's see now. The 356, and here we can take the ferry to Ameland. Okay, so that's when we all here. So it says the 356. Oh yeah, that goes that way. Okay. So it must be here on this pier, right? Let's see. So we go southeast. How does that work? Southeast. The 356 doesn't go southeast except unless we are way out here. That is of course possible. Let's see now. Curious about this one. Wagenburg, yes. Right. So this is the ferry pier for Ameland. And I would assume that what we saw was the ferry. Ameland being out there somewhere. Okay, so which of these are we at? I would assume that we are here. So 1, 2, 3. Well, 1, 2, 3 concourses or whatever of parking. Except one thing, there's only 2 here. 1. No, there are 3. Okay, so then we're standing roughly there. Right? Right. Cool. Round 4. This is going swimmingly. Oh. Isn't that cute? Cute. Ah, that's the sort of place you'd like to stay for a summer in an as an Airbnb or something. Or own one of those yourself. Gods, I never can get enough of. I can never get enough of these roads that look like this. Just driving through this green tunnel. If the picture would please stay with me. So go south. Well, we got a highway on the other side here. Okay, so let's head back here. Can we go that way? No, we can't. But there are some houses athwart here. Well, not athwart, but at least they are. Now let's see. Do you come with any sort of address? No. Well, This is an area where they really like to take care of the gardens. That is for sure. Now, let's see how we got the first piece of information. Are we coming into the Harst? Summerheide, Summer, Najaga, and Drachten. Drachten we should be able to find, I think. I seem to recall Drachten from my previous game here. So let's see. And we also we've gone pretty much northwards. Snake. Hold back up. Now where is Drachten again? Sumagarip. There's some really, the names here are rather special. Leading me to believe that we could be. There's a Garip, but it's not the Garip, but it is a Hurte Garip. So there's Drachten. Okay. Drachten is to the south. Ish. Can we find Najaga? And Sumar and Eastermar. Now that's a little harder. Harkema, Eastermar. Okay. So we're 4 kilometers from that. That's Sumar. We're also 4 kilometers from that. That's Nega. It's Garip. Summerheide. 1 kilometer from that. And we're entering the Harst. That's Garip. 1 kilometer to Summerheide. I would think that we're here. Does this not rather have a name? Yep. Route van der Meerweg. I think we might have been here. Let's see, so we got the tiny shack and the tiny little cottage, and we got something behind it. And then there's nothing for a bit. Here we have a house that's supposed to be shaped like an L. It might be. Stop it! That's so annoying. Yeah, could be. And then we got a house with some sheds and, well, some greenhouses and sheds and stuff behind, and of course a garage. Yep. This is where we are. Does it have a number, by the way? There we go, number 44. And what does it say? Jitsa Unkret, or something like that? Yeah. That wasn't very nice. I wanted to have give this one a look over again. Okay, but that should be correct. That was a nice spot. Except for that motorway over here, but I guess it's far enough away to make this a fairly peaceful and quiet spot. That was cute. Next one. Final round. Langemiente and Hopmanshof, maybe? And that's definitely Frisian with that O on the accent. On the accent, rather. No through road. Okay. Dijkstra in Akro. maybe? Sometimes waste bins will tell you where you are, but didn't seem like it in this case. Let's see. Let's go this way. On the Langemi and okay, yep, that took us to somewhere else. Shops in that direction, and yep. Okay, what's the name of this road? Well, that's uncommon. Achterom. Okay, does that mean the aft room or something else? Brandwehr. Okay, that's the fire department. Elsing. Oh, wait. Car. No, that looks like a... If not an insurance company, something like It Vegelinskampke. Vegelinskampke. Okay. Kleefgeströmd Buren at Buren. That could be the name of, because it's definitely a sort of a detour laid out there. And we got Feinsterdijk and Ombocht. Yep, the Feinsterdijk. Spijkerboor. Are those signs? Kind of look like they are. Let's give them a look. Except, well, there was a... Oh, yeah. Okay, so we are in Akrom, just like it said on that car. And that's around Herenveen somewhere. That's Akrom. Okay. Now I need to find the right dike. There's the Feinsterdijk, or how we might say it. That's down here. The Spijkerboor. Let's see, where did we come from? There's the Langemi and the Kleef. So are we here on the Hopman? Yeah, we were on the Hopmanshof. Hopmanshof or something. So that should conclude this map. Ding ding. 25k in 20 minutes. Now that's more like it. That's what I'm used to from playing the Europe series. So yeah, that was quite quick and a couple of interesting locations, particularly this one, the ferry pier, and that absolutely beautiful little location. Not here in Balk, but where was it? Was it here? No, not that one either. It was this one with that little cottage. That is one of the cutest places I've seen while playing GeoGuessr. Ha! Well, that is Friesland done, and I'm still glad that you're with me. Or rather, I'm glad that you're still with me here on a tiny dot in space. And I hope that you will join me for the next episode when it's up. Until then, bye-bye.